Here to perform our national anthem, please welcome award-winning, multi-platinum country music icon and star of the upcoming Fox series Monarch, Trace Adkins.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
Hello everybody and welcome to All-Star 15 TV. On the broadcast tonight, it is the Extreme Forces Racing League, the Gen 6 Cup Series. We're coming to you live from Homestead-Miami Speedway for the Gator State 100. In the broadcast booth with me, it is nobody I'd rather have up here outside of possibly Ryan, but unfortunately he's at work tonight. It's Mr. TJ Barnier. What's going on, pal?
Not a whole lot, AJ. Just watching practice unfold here and seeing what these guys are doing, what lines they're taking, and where they can find speed at this unique 1.5 oval that is Homestead-Miami Speedway.
Yeah, I'm really curious on where they're going to find speed. We've seen drivers kind of all over the place trying to find some sort of grip for the long run. But you were talking to a couple of our drivers, pal. Kind of get the word out on how these cars are taken to the track and what some of these drivers are going to have to do to make it last a full fuel run.
So the word I got from a very trusted source was that he believed the tires would hold up for a full fuel run, but that it would not be. The tires do wear out pretty good. That after 10 laps, you can feel a pretty significant difference in them. And he was hoping that, you know, maybe get lucky and get those yellow things, you know, 25, 50, and 75, and not have to worry too much about pitting and such.
Well, here's the thing, everybody. They get 4 sets of tires. The 1 set on the car and 3 sets waiting in pit road for them. Completely up to them when they want to take it. But this place eats tires, TJ. You and I both know that. So as much as you're going to want to come get tires whenever you can, you're not going to be able to.
Yeah, and I mean, from what it sounds like, fuel is like 35 to 38 depending on saving. And I mean, they've only got to go 100 tonight, so I would think the smart plan there would be 25 laps or so, and you know, that would potentially even give you a set if there's a late yellow.
Yeah, that would probably help some people out. But the thing is, TJ, you're going to need to protect your tires because you don't know when you're going to get that caution A. I don't see people possibly taking all 4 sets if we've seen it before. If we have a green race, like maybe 1 or 2 cautions coming down pit road, grabbing those sets of tires. But I'd be really curious on how drivers out of the gate are bad fast, or how some of them will hold back just a little bit.
Well, AJ, we've seen that, you know, from some of our drivers in the past in this series, not necessarily these cars. When they were running the ARCA cars, you had some of the guys would go out and just try to build that gap early, and at that point allow it to kind of get chewed into late. And we've seen it go both ways, where the guys that save work, and we've seen it go the other way where the guys that saved came up short. So it's a very large catch-22 one way or the other, and you never know until it happens how it's worked out.
Yeah, exactly. But, well, while everything's going on, qualifying is taken pretty much care of in the background. TJ, who you picking for the pole, if not to possibly win the race tonight? Because qualifying's already halfway over. I just asked you to pick the pole winner when we already probably know who the pole winner is going to be.
Well, without looking, there's, I would have probably said, you'd have had some of the guys that were up front last year up towards there. And, I mean, obviously Will Cloud and not here, so that would have been one that I would have typically jumped to. But having now looked, I mean, Tyler Aspinall, Lee Krause, last winner Eddie Morris, looks like he's thrown up a third-place run. And then Dustin Dean has qualified well in the past. He's in the top 10, but there's some surprise names. Dominic Hughes right now sitting 8th. Frank Hughes, all the Hughes actually, 8th to 10th. Well, and as I say that, one of them gets bumped, I think. No?
You got some news on Eddie Morris. You want to let our viewers know?
Yeah, so last week after his winning performance and finding out he was teamless for the season, Rocky Faith Motorsports reached out and said, hey, we got an opening for a full-time driver to fill out the roster, and he has now filled out that spot. So we're fielding 4 full-time drivers now in the series with Dustin Dean, Dean Qualley, Eddie Morris, and Josh Ando in the 30. So the team is strong. Fry and I are running the 5th car part-time here and there. Fry was supposed to run tonight. Unfortunately had to work, so we won't see him. And he's very bummed. He was looking forward to Homestead. He said this is the one he was circled, underlined, and wanted to run the most.
Yeah, work
not gonna get the opportunity.
A B word.
Well, he had a driver take vacation on him, so there was nothing he could.
Yeah.
So
I can feel that.
He's driving tonight, just not at Homestead.
But he is here. He is most likely listening to this, whether it's on our Facebook, whether it's on the YouTube, or I'm guessing
are we Twitchy?
I think
are we Twitchy right now? Are we Twitch?
I think so. I'm gonna check it again. We were having technical difficulties, so you might just be getting our audio. So if that's the case, you're listening to radio style.
Ooh, a little MRN style. Do my best to live up to the expectations of Dave Moody.
Oh God, that's tough.
Well, I mean, I had the privilege of listening to Dave Moody broadcast races up here at Barry's Thunder Road for the entirety of my childhood, and what he did at Thunder Road to what he did in NASCAR was a little bit different. Always amazing.
But just so everybody knows, we still have all of our connections up. So even if you're just listening to us, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. You'll get a nice, wonderful message on screen But TJ, we're almost getting ready to go green. Actually, we are gridding right now. So let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Gator State 100. Tyler Aspinall, your pole sitter, followed by Josh Fox outside pole. Lee Krause, Eddie Morris, your row 2. Row 3, it's Brandon Dunford and Brandon Richardson. Row 4, Austin Green and Brady Floyd. Dustin Dean and Daniel Park round out the top 10. Everybody else is going to flash across your screen. TJ, we're in for 100 laps at a place that chews up tires. What would your strategy be?
That first run, I want to try to make headway, but I don't want to beat the tires into oblivion. I don't want to lose ground, like position-wise. I want to kind of just try to maintain and feel it out. That would be my strategy here. Open the run, and then, you know, if I feel like I left some on the table after I get a look at the tire number after that first pit stop, maybe push it. Or if I feel like maybe I burned up too much, you know, change it up a little, or maybe try a different line.
Lazagna just followed us on Twitch. Thank you, and hopefully you enjoy the race. Talk to us in the comment section. We're in for a treat tonight. A couple of drivers I'm going to take a look at, and I know you kind of talked about it during qualifying. I'm really kind of surprised he's this far back, and that's the driver of the number 4 Bass Pro Shops Toyota Camry, Matt Cochran. You know, knowing him for I almost probably close to 10 years now, he was always good at these intermediate tracks. Like, I mean, very good. I don't know if he's just had a poor qualifying, but he's all the way back into 15th, halfway pretty much in the field. But another driver I'm taking a look at, it's the 09 of Daniel Park. He's been getting faster and faster the more he's been racing from last year to this year. So I'm really curious to see what that 09 Chevy Camaro Gatorade car does tonight. But pace car's about to hit pit road. TJ, are you ready?
I'm very ready, AJ. Don't get that 09 confused with that 90 on the front row. They look dang near identical.
And here we go, green flag in the air, Gator State 100 live at Homestead-Miami Speedway.
92 out to a quick lead.
We might actually see a multiple lane racetrack, TJ.
They are 3, potentially 4 wide back here around Eddie Morris.
Yeah, they're 3 wide, and this is just for the 5th position. But caution already out of the racetrack. Rob Hattenback. He is around, and so is Matt Cochran.
Oh no.
No fast repairs for these drivers tonight, so whatever you wreck, you're done. Well, let's see it here. Oh, looks like the 61 comes up, chops the nose off of Brady Floyd, and that's just going to send everybody. A little bit of ARCA braking with Dwayne Kernahan there.
Yeah, the 20 up out of the groove. The 61 just didn't leave any room on exit, and a lot of guys get involved in that one.
Well, turn 2, lap 1, and we're already under caution. We're going to see it from the Dwayne Kernahan machine. You can see things happening in front of him. And there it is. Full view, and he's just on the gas and doesn't even slow down. Thank you, Jesse Green Bean 14. Welcome to the channel. How are you doing? Who's everybody rooting for out there?
I'm trying to figure it out, AJ. The 20 looks like he got out of shape.
I don't think he got out of shape. I think he was just out there, and then the 61 just cuts his nose off.
Well, he goes down into 1 in the middle groove. No, he got out of shape in about middle of 1 and 2. Kind of just got up there and was holding par, and the 61 ran him to the fence. And that just sparked a nightmare for a lot of drivers.
Yeah, well, he was up there, whether he was out of shape or not, he was still up there, not in the wall, still running, and I guess the 61 might have thought he was clear and just went right up there and...
Yeah, that's my assumption as well. I mean, 20 certainly did nothing wrong, just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
And we normally don't see this stuff happen on lap 1, but we're already looking at 2, 4, 6, 7 drivers already on pit road with damage. Not looking good there, TJ.
No, and I hate to say it, but one of the Rocky Faith Motorsport cars got a big piece of that. And a driver that was looking for a bounce back week, the 30 of Josh Ando, the front end is all tore up.
Well, Dean is coming out of pit road now. He'll stay on the lead lap, looking for Josh. Currently sitting in the 20th position, staying out, but currently running a modified.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's staying out, unless he maybe has a meatball and is just trying to... I don't know. That thing's pretty well tore up. He got into the back of the 11, and I know the 11 had a bunch of rear ending. Still does.
All right, teacher, we're looking at about a lap and a half before we go green. Let's talk about Tyler Aspinall. How good of a launch was that? And do you think we're going to see that from the inside lane pretty much all night?
I mean, I would expect whoever the control car is going to get a launch. Every time, whether it's top or bottom. This place, I've never known it to be very favorable one lane or the other. It was just mostly the control car. Whoever that may be would have the advantage.
And there's the lights off on the iRacing pace car. We're about to go green for the second time tonight. Unfortunately, as I talked to him earlier, really upset that Mr. Mick Olofsson's not here. Really surprised by it, and you know, it stinks. You know, sometimes life gets in the way and everything. But Mick, sucks that you're not here. Miss you, pal, and hopefully we'll see you next week.
Yeah, he's booth favorite.
Holy cow! Another subscriber, Car Kid, on YouTube. What is up? I feel so popular. Wish high school was like this.
Oh God.
You're gonna see the iRacing pace car take that left-handed turn down pit road, and we're actually streaming to Facebook, to Twitch, and to YouTube tonight. About to hit that loud pedal one more time.
3 different Gatorade cars tonight, AJ?
It looks like it. And Aspinall with a hell of a launch once again. He's going to have about 3 or 4 car lengths as Josh Fox cuts the nose off of Lee Krause.
Looks like the 95, the 09, and the 90 are all in their Gatorade matchup teams. I think they all had Mountain Dew last week, so it makes sense. That 92 is set sail and gone.
Yeah, just at about 7/10. But we'll see how everything climbs back into it as we get going. As we're 3 wide behind them.
Yeah, I don't think that 4th car for Rocky Faith knew how bad it was. He is struggling right now. Probably feeling it now.
Jackson, Dean Qualley? Or are we talking about Josh?
That was Josh. That was Josh. He's sitting, I think, like 26th right now. Faring pretty well for running, you know, near modified.
Modified supposed to be up northeast.
Considered. Let's just say he won't have any overheating issues in that machine. Shouldn't anyway.
Dustin Dean in the 25, fastest lap on the racetrack. He's currently battling with the 89. Bradley Stefane.
Yeah, big run. Puts it to the middle underneath the 12 between the 19.
TJ, are you live?
I believe so.
Because that pass was
Yeah.
already made when you were talking about it.
Says I'm live, unless I'm not really live.
No, you're good. You're good. But let's talk about what we see on the racetrack right now. You see multiple drivers. It's the 12 of Lee
see the
Kraus is
12
going
in
to
the
scrub the
wall, yeah.
wall.
He got real close to 25 and ended up in the fence.
Ooh, and they're still 3 wide.
Yeah, the 89 had to give up a ton of positions there.
TJ, what part of this racetrack do you want to be running early on in a run?
I mean, I was always a favorite of the Larson line here up by that wall. I mean, the logic of if something happens, you don't have as far to go to hit it made sense to me.
I feel like Dale Jr. said that one time.
He did, and it made a lot of sense. You know, less damage to the car potentially, but oh, the 09 gets loose, big wreck!
Daniel Park.
He parked it. He got loose off the turn, and the 83 had nowhere to go and turned him around.
We're going to take a look at that in just a second.
Doesn't look too bad. Certainly better than the modified of the 30.
Oh, here it is. This is before the wreck. We're going to go far chase so you can see everything happen in front of you. Coming out of turn 2, it's going to bite somebody again. Tries to save it, and then the 83 just nowhere to go. Dominic Hughes just spins him.
I have always been there was the outside here, AJ, and running off. If you got loose off those turns, you had a lot more room to recover. And it didn't seem to get as loose up in the top for me when I ran. With these cars, I don't know. I didn't actually get a chance to turn any laps to get a feel for myself. I'm kind of curious, since we have had a couple spinners, maybe the race info can allude to why these guys aren't finding as much grip. Partly cloudy tonight, 79 degrees Fahrenheit. The track is a brisk 82 degrees.
So they should have grip. It's cold out. The track temperature is not hot.
No?
I'm starting to think maybe it has something to do with maybe whatever iRacing setup they're using. Because it's a fixed setup. It's a fixed setup league, so you really can't adjust anything.
The things you might like to adjust to help.
Exactly.
That 30 finally did make its way to pit lane. I do believe he's
USA Monster just subbed on YouTube. What is going on? Everybody, if you want to see Stone Cold Steve Austin cheer ya and beer chug ya, hit that like button. Also subscribe. I'm H. Capola, TJ Barnier. We're in the Rocky Broadcasting booth up on top of Homestead-Miami Speedway.
Looks like they reaffixed a bumper to that 30 car, so he might have a little more downforce now.
Yeah, they don't have a fast repair, but, you know, as long as you don't have a meatball, you can stay on pit road for as long or as little as you need to repair your car. Unfortunately, you will not get a brand new vehicle, but you might get the closest thing to it.
Yeah, I mean, they did pretty good, the crew so far. I got to commend them. I mean, they got a nose back on it. It doesn't look like it completely got punched in the mouth now. It definitely still could use some work, though.
Well, let's take a look at Josh Yandow's.
Hopefully,
the back end looks good.
Crew remembered to not change tires.
Well, here's the thing. You have to unclick that. You have to tell them, don't change my tires.
Mm-hmm.
And do you know how many times that I have failed to do that?
I'm going to go out on a limb and say more than you care to admit to.
Exactly. So I'm not going to tell you how much I've done it. I've just done it to the point where I'm like, I'm just going to broadcast from now on. So for everybody watching at home, we're about to get the 1 to go. Tyler Aspinall going to be your race leader. The 29 on his outside in that Venom Chevy Camaro. That's Brandon Richardson. Your row 2, 25 of Dustin Dean and Josh Fox in the 90, followed by Lee Krause and Brandon Dunford. We're only on lap 14. Still early in this race. We're gridding it up to get ready to go once again. We're in
AJ,
for some
it's
fun.
like seeing double with the 29 and the 92 here.
Yeah. Slightly. Well, let's see if Tyler Aspinall can get a really good launch into turn 1 like he's done both times. But he's got to be careful because somebody else is probably going to start catching up to him, or he hasn't come down pit road. This is going to be the 3rd restart. You got to think about how that wears on your tires too. So you got to try to not spin those tires.
Yeah, spinning would definitely be worse. As long as you got grip, I think you're okay.
Lazanga 42, it is Homestead-Miami Speedway, and we're about to go green for the 3rd time tonight. Tyler Aspinall with a hell of a launch. Here comes Dustin Dean in the 25, trying to take 2nd place away from
He hit the
Brandon
box
Richardson.
and he was gone.
He bought Felicia.
25 looking to make a slide job on the 29.
Gotta be careful. Lee Krause almost killed the outside wall coming out of turn 2. He's gonna have a nice run on the 19 of Dunford. Gonna take it to the inside.
29 give the 25 a little kiss after that slide job down the back. He's gonna have a heck of a run here at this point. 92 down the first straightaway. Within a car length now. Got it to about 3/4 of a car length and backed off. Turn 92 to the bottom line, 25 to the top. I'm real curious to see the run here. 25 puts it right out by the wall. Closes that gap, closing still. About half a car length and really got off of it.
Yeah, he got off of it early. Probably gonna have a really nice run coming out of the turn. Back on the front straightaway, heading back towards the line. Dustin Dean just about a 1/10 and a half away, but he's got to worry about Richardson right behind him as well.
Yeah, I mean, you can't, as much as you want to dogfight with that top guy, you don't want to lose your spot, but I think if he just runs his line up there, eventually he'll get a chance like right here to maybe put it low on the leader.
To the inside of Aspinall. Gonna cut to that inside, go all the way down to that white line, clip it.
Ooh.
Might not
Popped
be
off a little bit. Slide job!
not clear, and
No!
clears himself. Here comes Richardson.
Cleared himself. I don't think the 92 is going to be very appreciative of that, but the 29 going to take huge advantage of it.
If I was Dustin Dean, I would have put it right to the side of that 29.
Oh, the 29 gets a little loose and almost into him.
Here comes Lee Krause.
92 back to the bottom of the 29. 25 off it early again.
Look for the run coming out of turn 4.
Should get clear here for a moment. I expect it. Oh, that 92 tried to fill the void. Big run by the 29.
Is this lap 100 yet? Because they're racing like it's the final lap.
I'm going to guess those couple early yellows got these guys feeling dangerous.
Is there rain in the
19
area?
are battling just much too behind them.
Yeah, Lee Krause. Holy cow, that 12 has been shot out of a cannon tonight.
The 19 and the 83 right there as well. Everybody just kind of riding. I think the 25 finally might have got to the position he needed to be as he starts to open a small gap on that 29. Nothing huge yet, just trying to slowly work himself away.
Well, you see how everybody's going to that high side, TJ. All these drivers that are trying to make these passes on the low lane are burning up those Goodyear Eagles.
Yeah, I really truly think that's why the 25 kind of cleared himself and got the pass done, got it where he needed to be. I mean, he might pay for it later. Forgiveness may not be repaid, but it got him to where he needed to be right now, where he could save those tires and run comfortably at the top.
Yeah, you got to be careful on who you tick off because you never know if they're going to make it back to you or not. But we're watching this battle with Lee Krause, Austin Green, Dominic Hughes, Brandon Dunford. Everybody pretty much right under a blanket back here as we might have a pass for the lead coming.
29 kind of dipped it low to look. Nothing huge yet. Gatorade 90 machine looking underneath the 16, thinks better of it. He's now under fire by the 34 on the outside of him, who's going to come up big time on the Lepenis machine. He'll have to back off. The 83 nearly kissed the wall, kept it off of it. They continue, but dicey back here mid-pack.
Now, I try my best not to swear, but this looks like a straight cluster bleep with how many cars are in a bubble together.
Yeah, I mean, it is wild right now how much these guys are not leaning, but man, they are getting close. And they're packing up on each other big time. I didn't expect multi-groove racing, we know how it works, but I didn't think that you'd be able to hold as well on the bottom as some of these guys are. I think it's a testament to how much they got a handle on their car.
Yeah, I think so too.
The 90 made the pass on the bottom and like pulled away. Now whether that's the byproduct of the 83 struggling, I don't know. But here goes the 34 now, the 03, and they're in the wall in front of them. I think the 12 got into there again. Oh, the 21 way down the 03. They're 3 wide. 03 gets out of it. 21, I think, backed out of it smartly.
I don't even know where you're looking. Oh, there's Donnie Bartlett.
Just behind that pack we've been watching. It's wild all over. I mean, the leader has not got away at all.
No.
It's one thing, we've kind of gotten used to is the leader kind of gapping, but these guys are all over him. They're 3 wide for second.
Here comes Lee Krause showing a lot of strength here.
Who was just in the wall. Was just in the wall 2 laps ago. Or so close to it that, I mean, it appeared he was in the wall. That 90 on the bottom has fought his way up. Sounds like the 92 might have got a piece of the wall, as he certainly gave it a kiss there.
Oh, 3 wide again. This time it's for third.
AJ, you got to watch that 90. He has come from like 6-7 spots back here on the bottom lane. It's the only car I've seen be able to run that bottom proficiently and make consistent ground. As I say that, though, his Gatorade running mate has been moving right with him, and he's just back stuck behind some 3 wide.
I'm surprised we've stayed 3 wide this long.
It's kind of impressive and scary all at the same time.
I mean, I'm puckering over here, but that's just because I'm surprised it's lasted this long.
The 90 still chugging the low lane. We're going to call it the low lane chug as he's driving for Gatorade here.
And he's going to take second place away. Josh Fox, P2.
Oh, the 29 gets a piece of the fence again. The 95 was really trying to follow the 90's line. I mean, he just stuck right now in traffic. He's been stuck in traffic, can't get free. I don't know, maybe these leaders burn their rubber off, and now all these guys have got to them that were running a little slower but smoother as they battled. I mean, that 90 has just marched
and he
his
is
way
closing.
to where he is. Oh yeah, I mean, it's not even. Now granted, how much longer will his tires last in comparison, Dustin Dean, I want to see. But certainly he's using the rubber up now. I mean, maybe he's on an earlier stop strategy.
So I know we got a huge battle on the racetrack right now, but I'm going to blow up a certain one of my favorite drivers' spot right now. Currently in the 22nd position, it's the driver of the number 5 Ford Mustang, almost said Fusion, Michael Steele. Michael, I know you go back and listen to this, and I know Marcy's watching right now. Guys, congratulations. That's all I'm going to say, but congratulations. Y'all are like my racing family, or broadcasting racing family. Not like that's like a mouthful or not. But we have a battle for the lead. Dustin Dean has a Gatorade bath right behind him.
Yeah, that 90's been working him over, trying to find a line, but that 25 running that Larson line up at the top, just not giving in. The 90 may be quicker on the bottom, but the run the 25 is able to get keeps him in front.
And I think what Dustin Dean is doing, you have pass me on the inside. Because, 25 in the wall.
25 catches the fence. That's what you can't do. Still, though, with the huge run, even with hitting the wall.
But I really do think this is going to burn up Josh Fox's tires. I really do. And you said we can go about 35 to 40 laps on fuel. It looks like they are pushing like crazy right now. Who's going to be the first person to come to pit road?
I don't know if AJ, maybe they were thinking with the yellows the way they fell, if it put them into a situation where they were thinking a different kind of strategy where, you know, pitting early wasn't going to hurt them as much. I mean, here we are on lap 33. Fuel-wise, we know they can't go much more before it's going to be a very big concern. Do you want to be the leader here?
It looks like Fox is clear. Fox is clear.
Clear. He's probably going to shut the door. And, you know, I said it before, that other Gatorade machine is right in tow with him.
Da-da, da-da. We are in Florida, so we're not too far away from Jaws.
Well, if you remember, AJ, the movie Jaws was set in Maine.
But yeah, but I was talking about the Universal Studios attraction.
I don't think it's there anymore, is it?
It's not, but the shark is still hanging. I think. Pretty sure they have the shark hanging somewhere. I wish it was. I never got to saw it, and Jaws is one of my favorite movies.
Mine too. Love sharks. I have fitting call-outs coming across the scanner.
Wayne Lowe and Frank Hughes first on pit road. Oh, the 34 has an issue. That is something you don't want to do, is wreck onto pit road.
Treacherous entering. Sounds like some other front guys maybe coming in the 21. I think I may have just heard a call out for. Be real curious to see where these front three fit.
Well, you think if somebody within this top 10 comes and gets fuel, tires, and comes in for a pit stop, that has to pull everybody else. You would think.
I would think. I don't think you're wrong. I'm just waiting to see who the first one's going to be. The 03 and 12. That's our highest so far.
All the dirt goes. This is the Gator State 100. I'm aware. I'm fully aware, but I was talking about the Universal Studios ride as you see both Josh Fox and Devin Smith try to get by the 20 of Brady Floyd. And then you have Ryan Fry, who unfortunately is not up here tonight, stuck at work. But he's watching, he's listening, he's hopefully having fun, enjoying the racing, or enjoying TJ and myself commentate this barn burner, or if you're a wrestling fan, slobber knocker of a race.
AJ, I am beyond impressed, and I am beyond understanding what is going on with the 90 and the 95. They're running the lane that's more aggressive on tire wear and making it work and going away from the field.
Hey, TJ, back up a couple positions. Go to Dylan Dunford, Tyler Aspinall, Brandon Dunford. Holy cow, these guys are under a blanket. And here comes Austin Green, too, to join the party.
I think the 25 might be thinking pits here. He's way slow. Up there he goes.
He's got to be careful. It looks like he's going to make it no problem. Also coming to pit road.
I can't imagine now. It's long before we see the...
Well, you're the one that can hear everything, so...
He never called out. He never gave any heads up. He just did it.
Oh, well, you'll have that.
Maybe a strategy ploy there. I'm not sure.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton.
12 is calling out for it.
That's
38
Lee Krause.
calling out for it.
The 38 is Matt Morneau.
92 calling out this time.
Tyler Aspinall is going to come around one more time.
Brandon Richardson calling out. Still nothing from the front two.
Oh, Belendt Cam is really nice.
Green in 6th. He's calling it out. 21 calling it out.
Let's see if Josh Fox and Devin Smith
now. He's coming in.
They're still going to stay out.
11 calling it out. He's 10.
Oh boy, here comes the cavalry.
I cannot believe these Gatorade cars are out here as long as they are.
Now, TJ, help me understand the strategy here. Yeah, they're waiting. But if they wait too long, they're going to have such a big deficit they're going to have to fight out of. Wouldn't you agree with that? Like, they will have the freshest tires.
But yeah, but I mean, the ground they're going to give up to some of these guys that have pit. I mean, it's been 2 to 3 laps now. The 25 is going to have 2 to 3 laps of fresh tires running against him. He's going to gain literal seconds on the track to what they're running. Still nothing from the 90 and 95.
They do have a 6.5 second lead to Eddie Morris, the driver who won at Daytona last week.
Oh, here comes the 90. Here comes the 90.
He's going to leave teammate Devin Smith out to dry. That could be kind of a little play to get another driver a bonus point, possibly. And that's also going to bring Bradley Stephan, Michael Steele along with him. Let's see if Devin Smith hits pit road this time by.
'90 into the box, no problems. Here comes Devin Smith, slows it up, slowing it down. 90's dropped a jack, he's down and away.
Down and away he goes. And that's going to drop him all the way back to 13th. Lee Krause gets by. Justin Hughes gets by. Dylan Dunford now goes by.
A lot of the guys.
Here comes Tyler Aspinall. Aspinall is going to get by now.
Now, in theory, he's going to pick some of these guys back off. It's just so much ground to game. Is the 8 has a major problem.
I don't think he can get down the pit road, or he's going to stay out another time.
He might just be trying to really long game this. Maybe one more. He's got to be thinking one stop from here. How, I have no idea. But maybe banking on one more yellow. Ooh, the 95 comes out. You see the difference in just one lap. He was right on his teammate's bumper, and now he's got 10 car lengths or so, maybe. But the big gap I'm looking at, AJ, is the Dustin Dean 25 machine and that 90.
That's 4.5 seconds. Yellow flag is out.
And the 29's around. More cars collecting, and this is a big one.
Dominic Hughes with the issue. Looks like he was already sighted. Was going to back it up just a little bit further.
This is all going to get triggered by the 8 car.
Oh, is that the 30? That is the 34. Matt Morneau. Oh, God.
It looked like he tried to get it off the wall, and when he did, it like popped off the wall.
Daniel Park. Stefan involved. Floyd.
Wow.
Well, everybody's on an even playing field now.
That was a big one.
This doesn't help Morris, Park, Carroll. Matt Cochran is probably going to be in trouble now because he's going to go back to the mid-pack, if not all the way to the back. Joe Darnell, teammates with Matt Cochran, and Rob Hattenback.
Wild crash. It was all triggered by the 8. You know, he was out long on this run. These guys all just kind of caught him in a bad spot. Looks like I think it's 37. Is that who that is?
Derek Chaput.
Yeah, it looked like he came up, didn't realize how tight he was on that 34 out above him, and kind of, I don't know if he was trying to pinch him maybe, or just didn't, like I said, realize he was there, but he kind of fenced him, and that got the 34 caught, and the 34 caught the wall, and when he came off it, it triggered a big crash.
I'm gonna go blimp view. Look at all these cars behind the pace car. All of them going to attempt to get a lap back. And then there's your leader, Dustin Dean, in the 25. It's a lot of cars. Well, for the first time tonight, we're actually going to go take a quick commercial break. The Nerds Do Nerd Things podcast. Check it out on their YouTube page tomorrow. They are talking about Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Stream goes live at 7 p.m.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
Alright, everybody, we are back. Hit that like button. Subscribe to All-Star 15 TV. That unlocks the chat feature on our YouTubes. If you're on Facebook or Twitch, we'll be able to see all of the typings, or I will, and then I will bring them up. I painted the 37 for a different league. Well, happy he's able to use it here, pal. 2 birds, 1 stone.
Uh-oh, we got a mystery man popping into the booth.
Oh dear.
Coming to you live from the roads somewhere in the north or the east or in Seaboard region.
What's going on, Fry?
How you doing?
Man, doing pretty good. This race has actually been very eventful after our 2 quick cautions. Have you been enjoying the stream?
I've been listening. I've not been watching. That wouldn't be allowed.
Has to
I
put
hear
that
you.
in
I hear
there.
you can go to Twitch. That might be all you can do.
No, you can watch it. You can watch it.
Gotcha.
I have it as a
talking about
as a
you
buffer.
nerds talking about sharks earlier.
I'm sorry, TJ. What's your gamer tag again?
Desert Shark 7117.
Cough, 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 cough.
Find me at Desert Shark 7117 on most forms of streamable things. Cough.
No, I mean it was good. I know a couple of guys got caught up in that first wreck.
Crash on the backstretch. Under caution.
Who?
Michael Steele. Who goes potato?
Uh-oh.
Oh, is that the
I don't
30?
wanna.
Is that Josh Yandow into Tyler Aspinall? Unfortunately, TJ, you can't comment on this. Oh, okay, I see. Tyler Aspinall checks up for the 2 of Joe Darrell, and then the 30 just doesn't react in time and just spins Aspinall.
I'm very certain neither of them wanted that to happen.
No, Negatory, Ghost Rider, no. That was very unfortunate.
That's gonna cost us some money.
Yeah, well,
We might need to buy donuts for somebody's team meeting. You know, and I was gonna say Josh was having a decent recovery. He was now in the Lucky Dog position, but I have a feeling that might change. Yeah, they were. I mean, both of them were moving very fast. I just don't think they saw the checkup in time. The 92 did and hit the brakes, but he did it so quick the 30 had no time to react. Eek, Batman. I mean, it looks like everybody drove away, but I'm sure it's not a good.
Well, we're gonna hold the restart for probably another lap. Lights are probably gonna go out now. As it does. So Fry, how you doing, my friend?
I'd be better if I was racing, but then again, I probably would have got caught into that earlier wreck. So.
I have a feeling you would have found your way into one of those.
Yeah, I was looking forward to Homestead. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make up this race and race somewhere else or not. Not sure what the schedule, how it pertains to us. I mean, I know the broadcast guys are missing me because they haven't heard me since for the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, no kid. Well, we heard you last week.
We heard from you last week.
It would have been really entertaining to call call this race, but more fun to drive in it.
Race car on pit road.
Fortunately, you know, people take vacation. I got stuck driving. No
Dustin Dean with an okay launch, but look at Lee Krause on that outside.
Well, Fry, I'll just update you on the team we're leading, and that's all you need to know for now.
Okay.
Well, we were leading. We're currently sitting B2 with 19 with a huge car. Gonna take the lead away. I think the 25 got loose after he moved to the top.
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
And it allowed the 19 machine of Brendan Dunford to become your leader.
Not gonna lie, I know what Rick Hendrick feels like sitting up here or listening to the call and not being at the racetrack to see it ran. So I know what he feels like now.
Well, I know I definitely have got the Dale Jr. feel here as I'm watching my drivers run well and some of them cause chaos and worrying about them getting lucky dogs and trying to call a good fair race at the same time. It ain't easy.
Yeah, being partial is very difficult.
The 19 and 12 now dueling for the lead. Where is that 90 machine in relative to these guys? Not too far away, but not quite there yet either. Josh Fox still sitting 8th.
Still looking at this battle for the lead. Dunford, Krause. Krause having his best run in, well, outside of all season in a while. Gonna head to the inside, still trying to make that pass on the 19.
AJ, a little drama from the restart. It sounds like the 49 is being asked to give up some positions or be forced to pit lane.
Well, he's giving up a ton of positions. That's TJ Floyd.
They asked him to give up 4. I think he gave up 6.
Was it because he possibly jumped?
I guess somebody checked up on the start without going back and looking at it, and he gained a few spots. He claims after the line and after the green. Race control, after the 20 machine called it out, reviewed, and you got to give up 4. So they must not have agreed. He is not very happy with the 20 either. Lee just said something to us in the booth looking for multiple lines. Oh. Man, as a team owner, I'd be okay if the race ended right now.
Sounds like you're
Two
you're
in the
being
top
a
5.
little biased there, TJ.
I mean, I'm just excited. This 8 car fell back early that first one, and all of a sudden he's battling for the lead again. The 25 still hanging here. This is wild. But I don't want to fail to recognize the 95 and the 90 are knocking on the top 5's door. And hey guys, remember us? We're here. Just got to find a way around that 94 Melon Man machine. Who I don't know if he teamed with them or not. The logo looks similar. Oh, he almost gets a piece of the 95. AJ,
Nice.
I don't know if you
We're
made
watching
note
it
of
right now.
The 4 car, very nice recovery after that very early spin there on lap 1 up to 11. Now 10. Matt Cochran. Beautiful Bass Pro Shops machine. That 8 car has been the first car I've seen tonight kind of check out. AJ, I mean,
That's what it's looking like.
This is not something we've seen out of anybody tonight. Is Eddie Morris going to put the team owner's money where his mouth is on a WOE challenge, potentially?
Oh, here we go again with that stuff.
I'd be fine with that, but technically last week he was not on the team yet.
No, but he is now, and he's going for 2 in a row, potentially 3 in a row if he gets this thing done. I mean, it ain't over till it's over. No fat lady sung yet, but he's looking very strong here. About 2/3 of the way through this race.
Maybe not the fat lady singing, but the fat lunch lady keeps talking it up. I'm getting nervous.
Hey, yo. 19 making a move below the 12 back here. 25 still committed to that top line, has kind of fallen back now. From what I'm seeing, that top line, if you're set to run it, good for you, but it ain't gonna work long. Or at least it's not for the 25 machine, as he has slipped back to 8th all of a sudden after being 2nd. Lee Krause asking over the radio, are you not entertained? The 36 replies with a no.
Got a battle for 3rd, Dunford and Smith. Or Lee Krause and Dunford. Sorry.
Lee is having a heck of a battle with the 19. He's enjoying the heck out of it, but he needs to look in his rear view mirror. It's going to be full of Gatorade.
Gatorade.
Full of the Gatorade.
Powerade's better.
H2O, my friends, H2O.
I like the original Halloween and the second one more than I do H2O. Oh, you meant one. My bad.
If you get the references, ladies and gentlemen, it'll be all the better for you. Oh, that 20 making it tough on these guys.
And I called you guys nerds earlier.
Yes. Yes, you did.
All these cars with 90 in the name number here, right at the front. Even a 19 with a 9 in his number. A lot of 9s up here. 95, 19, 90, 93, 94. Then behind them, you got some upside down 9s and 61 and the 16. Will it be a 9 who's lucky tonight? They are running down the 12, who has ran down the 8, who is another one committed to that top line. And we see the top line work early, but not late in the run. 12 holding off that 95 car. Not wanting to give Devin Smith any room. It's bringing his teammate to him, the 90 machine. Josh Fox, he's cleared, now not cleared. Gonna give the spot back to the 8, but probably gonna beat him through the turn. And I feel like out of nowhere, Dustin Carroll has just, I mean, he started 30th in his 5th? What a run he's got going on.
Could running the high line be saving the tires for later in the run where these guys are running all over the place and burning their stuff up?
Well, that's
So
what
they
we were
have the
thinking.
tires at the end?
We thought that, Fry, but if anything, it looked like the opposite. We've got a caution.
Caution
I'm not
out.
sure where and for what.
I honestly do not know.
I don't see a driver slow.
Well, when in doubt. I'm not seeing anything. Oh, there it is. Looking for Donnie Bartlett.
Donnie Bartlett?
The 21 gets spun out of turn 2.
Oh, yep. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Somebody
TJ
who's
gets
had
in.
some trouble tonight.
Now,
Oh, right
I
in
will.
front of our guy. Oh, no, I'm watching it.
Everybody's coming down pit road, TJ.
My goodness, as a team owner, I don't want to watch that video.
Ever again.
Oh, my God. The 25, if he spins up, is dead. The 21 does a heck of a job to get that thing to do a loop and continue on without hitting anything. He's a lucky dog driver. Damn. Oh no.
I don't like how you're saying that.
Oh no. Where'd the yellow come out? Well, we missed the 25 had gone down pit road prior to the spin. And I'm trying to see where... Very curious who the lucky dog is. Say that. Either way, I think it's a Rocky Faith Motorsport.
Well, that's good.
Problem is not the one I was hoping was going to get it, because one had pitted.
So you saw the wreck on your screen, everybody. We're under caution for the 4th time. I'm AJ Capola, TJ Barnier up in the broadcast booth. We got our good buddy Ryan Fry up here as well. What are you guys thinking of it so far, TJ?
This has been an interesting race. I'm a little confused, as it seems like what my knowledge of this racetrack typically does to a car is flopped. So, very curious to see how that plays out on what possibly is going to be the final run.
Could definitely be.
I think a lot of us were wondering how the transition from the ARCA cars to the Gen 6 cars were going to work for these guys and for this league, and it's not fallen off one bit. It's been entertaining the last 2 weeks. So entertaining here. I always swore my 10-year-old was going to make me go gray, but I think being a team owner is going to make me gray faster.
Trying something new. There it goes.
So yeah, just kind of follow up on what it appears has happened. I believe the 25 had pitted, had started our cycle of green flag pit stops, was lapped, had got himself, he was just trying to run to get the cycle through, and before it could even cycle to the next driver, the yellow came out. So he got the lucky dog. We've got one more car, one lap down. Cross your fingers, right home to mama. It's the 30 machine. If we could get one more yellow, I'd be so appreciative, as long as he doesn't cost it. But then there's 4 other drivers, 2 laps down behind him. Brady Foyt 11 down, Trevor Olson 18 down, and
Lee Krause with a hell of a jump on that outside. Haven't seen that at all.
He does, but the problem is he got loose, and here comes the 95, and we got a wreck. I think they saved it.
Yeah, the 99 does save it, but oh boy, look in front of him. Huge cluster of cars going into turn 3.
Oh, the yellow I needed in my heart. He just gets loose, loses it, saves it. We lost Ryan Fry.
Did we?
Yeah. That was wild, AJ. Everybody did a great job to avoid that. And I do believe we just lost Brandon Richardson. Says he's manually disconnected. Whether it was manually for him or manually done by him. 29 machine looks like it is parked for the moment. Just a couple laps ago, that 95 was battling for the lead, and all of a sudden he's back at 5th. But we've seen this out of those guys. They kind of linger back, and then all of a sudden shoot forward here late in the run. Is this the strategy right now, AJ? Are they actually saving tires right now? Or are these guys trying to run off?
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised.
23 to go? I can't imagine unless there's a caution anybody pits here. Again.
I don't think so. Unless they have a set of tires and we go maybe another 5 or 10 laps.
Right. I mean, even if we get a restart with even 15 to go, I can't imagine inside 10 to go anybody at the front, the top 10 would pit. I mean, maybe some of these guys 15th on back if they have a set of tires. Because we should be locked in on fuel from here. I'm sure these front guys are just trying to run away.
See, trying to. There goes the 19 Dunford trying to take second place away from Daytona's winner, Eddie Morris.
I'm looking at the gap. The 90 and the 95 are given. They're back about a second. 2/10 and a second 4/10. And I got to imagine that's a tire move for late in the run. I mean, also at the same time, they're not really battling if you're doing that. You're way keeping heat out of the tires. The thing I'd be concerned if I was them is we saw that 93 have speed late there. Is he maybe going to give them a fight? Oh, this is big!
Uh-oh.
What wow!
Oh, the 38 gets involved.
What a move by the 95 and the 90 to avoid that.
Somebody's going to need a new pair of shorts.
Unbelievable. I mean, the track was essentially blocked in front of the 95 in front of him. I don't know how he managed
here comes the 38.
to miss it.
That's going to hurt in the morning.
Oh, that 94 just... Wow! Wow! Just... Wow! The 38, unfortunately, really just had nowhere to... I mean, that was a Days of Thunder wreck moment, AJ. The car in front of him, Dean Qualley, moves, and all of a sudden the 94 is sitting there in front of him. It's almost... If you've ever played Fall Guys and you did the one track where you had to jump through the doors, he went to jump through the door, and that door was solid.
I actually really like that one. Because I let everybody go do it, and whenever he got blocked, I was like, hey, I can just sneak by.
I mean, he sees the spin, and honestly, he just had nowhere to go. Lifted way late. Luckily, nobody collected into him.
So TJ, I did a little ESPN thing on our broadcast.
Oh, really?
We have a bottom ticker now.
Oh, really?
Yes. I want to thank my buddy Reese Kelva for showing me how to do that. I think it actually looks pretty dope. What's everybody in the chat room think? Because they were watching me get it set up. and messing with it the whole time.
Well, AJ, does your new fancy ticker happen to show who the lucky dog was?
No. All it does is have it set to my schedule.
Can you perhaps mention who the lucky dog was?
The lucky dog, you butthead. Joshua Yandow.
Thank you! Can't say it! No nepotism here!
To be fair, I think all three of us own the team, to be honest with you.
Well, you know. Quiet, silent partner.
We're in the race team in the same majority of who does the broadcasting.
I give you guys plenty of fucking credit.
Hey! Oompa! AJ, this is a good time for a joke I heard this week. What's a word that starts with F and ends in UCK?
I don't know.
Give up? Fire truck!
Thanks, guys. I wasn't gonna drink tonight.
I knew I could do it.
Why do you take so much pride in that?
Because now it's just a trend that we always try to do it when Tyler Aspinall always chimes in to see if we can get you to do it. So make sure we let him know when we did it.
Right around lap 81 to 83. Highlight, circle, underline, go back and watch later, folks.
Guys stink.
We got him. We got him.
Guys stink.
Oh, I know you're thinking worse than that, pal, but we love you. Since we are under yellow and we got a moment, just update the world on some things that have happened tonight.
Nobody cares about the football game. It's a blowout.
I just want to mention,
I didn't think it was a football game.
The Georgia Bulldogs are going to be beating the Texas Christian High School football team. I mean, university football team, 59-7. There's about 9 minutes left, but pretty sure only 9 people are still watching that game. Last week we mentioned the very scary incident on the football field that happened in the Cincinnati and Buffalo Bills game. Damar Hamlin has gone home today. That is amazing news, a week removed from one of the scariest things we've seen in a long time on a football field. That is just amazing, amazing stuff. The field is tightening up. Potentially the final wreck? Potentially?
Why'd you have to say that, TJ?
Because I like when cautions breed cautions and we get chaos. 12 drops the hammer, pulls away. Can just gapping him right here.
Because TJ's middle name is Toxic.
It is. My son's too. 12 gonna lead a train right now. He's got him, the 19, the 61, upside down 19, and the 8.
Mick in the chat goes, ooh, F-bomb. Let's go Far North Motorsports.
I don't think they're saving anymore. That 95 and that 90 are glued to the bottom. The 61 loose, almost makes contact with 19, saves it. Wow, that was a moment. He has been in and around trouble all evening. He was not really involved with that 94's crash that just happened, but there. 8 with a huge run. He gets to the outside of him. The 95 now moves to the top line. I don't think these guys are waiting anymore. It is go time and beyond.
It is 100% go time with just about 15 laps left. Less than that now. You use whatever line it's going to get you to the front.
Yeah, right now that 8 trying to get himself at least clear the 61 on the top before he decides to do anything else. The 95 trying to do similar, just trying to find a way around that 61 right now.
Here goes
He's
the
going to drop
95.
to the bottom.
Going to try to pass 61.
Oh,
Frank
the 8 in the
Hughes.
wall! 8 in the wall!
Eddie Morris falling back.
That's going to stack up everybody around him. The 95 gets clear. The 61 still at his door. The 90 trying to get to his teammate and get around these guys as well. Oh, and the 61, I think, gets the 8 into the wall.
That was scary. We're
8
3 wide.
continues on.
We're 3 wide and 3.
Oh, God, 3 wide, 4 wide, 49 into the 61 gets him loose.
That would have been another incident with the 49.
And the 61. They've both had their troubles this evening. The 25 making a huge recovery after getting trapped a lap down back to 8.
What do you mean back to 8? He's in 6th right now.
Oh, sorry, my ticker's all over the place. These guys are everywhere. I can't believe as hard as they are racing, we are not going to get another yellow.
And Lee Krause pulling away from the field.
Oh, Lee's loving it. Lee is loving what he is seeing behind him. He's hoping it stays there. But I don't think it's gonna. I think there's time left for that 95 machine to reel him in. And a yellow throws everything out the window.
No kidding. There goes Dustin Dean by teammate Eddie Morris.
Well, is just hoping for 10 solid laps, no problems, nobody having any issues. Hoping he's got the gap he needs to get this done tonight. I mean, don't look now. If that 25 was saving earlier, he's no longer, because he has ran the 90 down and looking for more. He has now moved to that bottom like the guys in front of him. But, I mean, he is just sticking the bottom like I haven't seen a car stick it tonight, which is scary, saying the 90 and the 95 are in front of him because they've been the best one down there all night.
You have to go wherever that is going to take you.
He might have forced it a little too hard there as he got below the white, and it kind of upset the car. I feel like they're just kind of stuck behind the 19 right now. Can't get around him.
Well,
which is playing into Lee's hand.
You see the 25 go to that outside trying to look for a run. But the more they keep battling, the more that 12 is going to pull away.
Believe it or not, though, AJ, that time they cut into his lead. And they're battling.
0.4. Look at the run the 25 is going to have.
Did the 12 run away too early? Did he try to go hide and not take into account the length of the run left? The 25 now pulls alongside the 90. We saw the 25 up here earlier with speed. Has he maybe sent it too early? Is it the perfect time? 6 to go, 7 to go. I'm too excited. I don't know where we are. .25 down the backstretch, clears the 90. He is the car on the move right now. Certainly the car to move in the top 5 is he's the only one in the top 5 that's moved in the last number of laps. The 95 could get to the bumper of the 19. He couldn't find a way around it.
Lee Krause still your leader now by a half a second. Yes, Dean Qualley's in that 17. Running 10th.
Everybody kind of giving up some time here. I don't know if maybe they're trying to let the tires cool off for one more charge. 5 to go. I can't imagine if they're not getting every inch and every piece of rubber they can out of those tires right now. They're getting it.
T, what's going through the mind of Lee Krause right now?
Stay green. Stay green, stay green, stay green. No yellow. Last thing he wants is anybody to get back within a half a second of him.
Well, Brandon Dunford is doing that.
Brandon Dunford, maybe he waited. Maybe he was saving just a little for the one final push. He's closed it down now to .3. Kind of separated himself from the guys behind him. Just lost the other Dunford. Dylan disconnecting. Brandon Dunford just so close, but not close enough.
We are just spread out enough. This is the closest battle on the racetrack. Your leader
He's
in the
there.
12.
He can see it. It's 2 car lengths the distance. He sends it just a little deeper into the turn, and he gives up just a little on exit. But I feel like he's gaining more than he's giving.
All he has to do is hit his marks. All he has to do.
Down to a half a car length there. It's going to be a car length and a half on exit.
Dual popsicle
Now
sticks in the air. 2 to go.
19 sticks the white line, gets a little closer, gets loose. catches the fence. See, spinning, saves it. His race might be over, but he saved the car.
That finishing position, well, it's not going to be first. It's going to be a hell of a lot better than if he did wreck. And coming around out of turn 4, it is the wrestling over everything white flag.
Would have been a yellow that everybody else wanted to see, but not the one that Lee Krause wants to see. He can kind of just pitch this thing wide and hold it. I don't think anybody's going to get to him now as long as he doesn't make a mistake as he gets loose. Gets way wide there, but nobody close enough to capitalize. It's why you build a lead so you can give up just a little. What a recovery and a save on the final lap.
And coming out of turn 4, Lee Krause is going to win the Gator State 100 from Homestead-Miami Speedway. Followed by Devin Smith and Dustin D.
I cannot wait to ask him about what was in his mind out of 2 on the final lap.
Wow.
Wow. I want to go back and see it. Unbelievable how close he came to just coughing this one up at the 5-yard line. You see him come off the bottom and go straight to the wall, and wow.
We talking about the
winner, Lee Krause, yeah.
Lee Krause?
12 on that final lap. Out of 2 on the final lap, AJ. He comes from about the middle of the bottom groove and almost catches the wall.
Well, we're going to take a look at this whole white flag lap at speed. You see the 12 right there? That's Lee Krause taking that white flag. And we're going to see exactly what TJ's talking about.
In the cockpit view, it doesn't look like anything major, but if you look at the blimp cam, it looked like it was about to be very ugly.
Yeah. He was aiming the wrong way. So
I'm sure it was a little more exciting than he wanted it to be, but he got it done regardless.
So, TJ, you ready to talk to our race winner tonight?
Yeah, sure. Bring me a Lee Krause.
Here is a Lee Krause. You have found a wild Lee Krause. TJ, take it away.
Lee Krause, you got a copy?
I do, buddy. I do.
You had one heck of a race tonight. I gotta know, what were you thinking out of 2 on that white flag lap?
Let's just say I was more worried about Brendan Dunford catching up to me, and when he hit the wall off of 2, I was more worried about him causing a caution before I caught the white. So, man, I love Homestead. This is my house, and I always do well here, and this just worked out perfect for me tonight.
Canadian claiming Miami for his own. I love it.
Yeah, it was awesome.
You were a top 5 driver all night. We weren't sure if anybody was going to get to you. The 95, the 25, and the 90 were coming hard, and they just couldn't get there. I mean, was the tires just enough? Were they cooked?
You know what? I'm pretty sure I wore them out there the last 5 laps. It was getting to be a handful. I could watch Brandon inching up on me, 1/10 at a time, and I was talking to myself the whole time. My poor wife was standing over my shoulder thinking I'm absolutely nuts, but no,
you probably still are.
Oh yeah, no, I am. No, it was a great race. You know what? Halfway through that race, I don't know if you guys were listening to the radio, but I came on and I said, "This is for the boys in the booth." Wondering about multiple lanes because Brandon Dunford and I were putting on a hell of a show. So, you know what? I got to give Brandon a huge round of applause because, man, we ran so clean for that time period.
We heard it and we were watching that front. I mean, it seemed like there was at times 8 of you swapping positions sometimes it was the lead, sometimes it was third, but you were all just kind of running different spots. Wild to see. Some craziness tonight, but you prevailed.
Yeah.
And just what a race. I mean, a couple of cautions, nothing too bad.
Well,
I was impressed.
It was a lot of fun, and you know what, these cars. I was worried when we made the change from the ARCA car to these cars that I wasn't going to like them, but they drive actually a lot more like the 1987s that I like to race most of the time, and I think they're a little more in my ballpark than what the ARCA cars were. So.
Well, we hope this is not the first and only time this year we get to talk to you. Any sponsors you want to plug?
Go Canada. I just as per
That's a
usual,
big sponsor. That's
yeah.
a pretty big sponsor.
I just got to thank my wife. She's been amazing, and you know, lets me do this on Mondays and Tuesdays, and gives me a hard time when I crash, and you know, gives me a big kiss when I win. But also got to thank Dean and Brady and Mick and Will and Thornton, the whole group that take care of this series each and every week. You guys are doing a great job. I really appreciate all you do. And you guys, you know, you announcers up there, I love watching your guys' shows. Every week I'll watch this probably 2 or 3 more times. And thank you for everything you guys do. I really do appreciate it.
Oh,
well, we
stop.
appreciate
Keep going,
you.
Keep going.
Lap 81 to 83. There's something worth watching this saying.
There you go. I will watch it.
Goal was accomplished.
All right, guys. Yep.
I've always enjoyed watching you race. You had a rough streak there at the end of that last ARCA season. It seems like you've broken through that glass ceiling of bad luck. Moving forward, are you hoping to keep the ball rolling? I forget where we actually are next week, but it's good to see you up front again. It's good to see you winning and not being victim of crashes and wrecks in that nature.
Iowa. We are at Iowa on the 16th.
Unfortunately, I'm in Toronto for work, so I won't be able to run that one. I also won't be able to run Auto Club, which Auto Club's one of my favorite tracks. So it is what it is. Way at work, and that kind of comes first. But
I agree with you wholeheartedly as I'm traveling up the road.
Little disappointed that I didn't have my Stone Cold on the back because you know, I run the bottom line because Stone Cold said so, and I tried to do everything I could running the bottom line tonight. So.
Well, I'm really glad you didn't unveil your new paint scheme that you had talked about without me being there to see. I wanted to be able to see mommy in person, so I appreciate you not unveiling it yet.
Oh God, is it Ripley?
Yes.
I'm trying to put together a Ripley paint scheme that's going to work. So yeah.
Boy, well, you will riptide our hearts away with that one. We wait to see.
There you go, guys. All right, have a good run. We'll talk to you soon.
See you later,
Take
brother.
care.
All right, let's see. Do we have a Devin Smith? We do not. So let's talk to our P3 finisher.
Brandon, what the hell happened, man?
You're not up there yet.
Oh, I'm still in here.
AJ's failing at his job.
I'm not. I'm setting everything up so when we bring, I guess, our driver in here, TJ, take it away, my friend.
Mr. Dustin Dean, you got a copy?
I got you loud and clear.
I swear I love seeing this machine still in the top 3.
Well, hopefully one day, maybe, we'll be interviewing for a little bit higher than 3rd. But, hey, I'll keep taking it.
Well, I don't know how points and things shake out and all that, but, man, you have made a case to be the number 1 guy in that department.
Well, I hope so. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but, like, coming to that last restart, I restarted 17th, and I have no idea how I made it to 3rd.
We were a little sure. You did pit and get caught a lap down, right?
Yeah, so I pitted under green to try to get a jump on the leaders, and I got caught a lap down, got the lucky dog, came back around, and there was like one restart and then another restart. Yeah, but I restarted 17th on that last restart.
That is amazing. I knew you,
there.
you came out of nowhere, and I knew you had a car with speed, and I figured you probably had burned everything up just a little early to get back.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Yeah,
I didn't know it was that deep in the field.
Oh yeah, we were flying there. I had somebody behind me in tow. I think he finished like 6th or something. But yeah, them fresh tires really showed out. But we burned them up trying to get up there.
Well, we wait to see the points as they come out. But I am just so thrilled that we got you hooked up with us. The start of the year cannot be better. I'm just looking to see everybody finally figured out. You're third. Eddie got 10th, Dean 11th, and Josh, after trouble in the opening lap, managed to fight back to a 23rd on the lead lap.
Wow.
So
Yeah, Eddie had a really strong car tonight too, but I don't think
he
anybody
led
expected
there
him.
2/3 of the way through. I'm like, man, is he gonna go for back to back? Is Fry gonna have to open the checkbook? It almost happened, but not quite.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I'm just happy to have a good run here tonight, to be honest with you guys. I thought there for a little bit, I thought it was all over. But
I looked back and I saw you a lap down. And I said, something don't make sense here. What happened? And then I saw you on the pit lane, and I'm glad the recovery is amazing. 17th to 3rd with tires makes sense, but man, I didn't know it was that. I'm still in the session. Might go back and watch the run.
yeah, go watch it. I mean, there was a couple of incidents where like cars would get together and a lot of people would slow down. I just drove right by them. So I mean, it was crazy.
Well, I love to talk to somebody from the team every week. You managed to keep the streak alive. Maybe we'll see it again next week at Iowa, and can't wait to find out.
Hope so. Hope it's a little bit better than third next week, but we'll see.
I don't know how. I guess I still get to ask you. Do you have any sponsors you want to plug?
Yeah, so I got Beyond Belief. It's a live call-in show about religion. It's kind of crazy, but yeah, Thursdays 9 p.m. on Facebook. Just search Beyond Belief.
Well, we love it and hope to keep seeing that machine up front. It's certainly been fast so far to start the year.
Absolutely, looking forward to the rest of the year and seeing what comes of it.
Any of you other broadcast booth dwellers got any question for this man?
I'm still in awe on how he went from 17th to 3rd.
I'm rewinding right now. I want to see.
Well, it
Like-
was like what 15 laps.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, about that.
Now,
I'm back on like 85 right now as I'm rewinding.
Now, TJ Ryan, I don't know who's opening the checkbook, but you might want to have to pay the officials that do the teardown off.
Well, you see, I had a set of extra special tires on there.
We have a motto. I don't know if I passed it along to everybody, but it's don't ask, don't tell.
I heard the military might have shared that with you.
All right, Dustin. Well, congratulations on your podium finish. TJ, I got one more interview for you. You ready?
Send them in. Who do I got?
Mr.
Who's
Tyler Aspinall.
Yes.
TJ?
This is the unlucky soul I get.
I
Poor
was
guy.
That's all right.
First of all, on behalf of the team, I want to apologize for what happened earlier in the race.
Oh, what what?
Well, I mean, want to throw anybody under the bus, but the 30 car might be kind of on our team.
Oh, that's your guys' team.
Yes.
To be
Just
fair,
wanna
that was
extend an
a big
apology
checkup.
there.
That was a really big checkup.
Yeah.
But you're gonna go back and watch this stream, and there's gonna be a reason why TJ and Ryan were-
81 to 83 lap. Definitely gonna want to go find, and I promise it'll be hilarious.
Wait, what lap was it?
81 to 83. I don't want to give anything away. It's in that little block of time.
But I know how much you
Boy.
enjoy my little mistakes.
What, did you say the F word or something?
Oh, yes, he did.
Oh boy.
And we made sure to make sure everybody knew. And then I asked him, AJ, what is a 4-letter word that starts with F and ends, or not a 4-letter, what is a word that starts with F and ends in UCK? And he didn't know.
Fire truck.
And it's fire truck.
My brain was already getting the alcohol ready.
AJ,
But,
did you realize that my grandma, both of my grandmas watch these.
Oh
podcasts?
my.
Oh, wait a,
Well,
Take another shot, AJ. You're going to confession this week.
that means I can see it now on his tailgate for the rest of the year. It's gonna say,
I think you can definitely count out those birthday cookies now.
yeah.
Whenever your birthday does come up.
I can see it now, Tyler, on the back bumper. AJ, don't say it. Both grandmas are watching.
It will be on the back bumper next week.
Oh my.
I will make sure of it.
Wow, you guys really don't like me, and it's all Ryan's fault. He even took credit for it.
It's a goal.
We do like
every
you,
week.
AJ, but man, is it
It's
fun.
I gave you a week off. I wasn't here. I wasn't in the booth the whole time last week to get it to happen. This week I pop in for 20 minutes and bingo presto, you said it. So it's all worked out.
I'm surprised that this is the only broadcast that does it.
And all the craziness that happened, Tyler, how did you manage to go to a 17th?
I don't know. I was about to. I'm just gonna say this real quick. I think AJ needs to attend some sensitivity training. Anyway, on to the question. On to the question. We're gonna get off that topic. Yeah, I honestly have no clue. Like you said, that little incident that happened with your team there, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. That was a pretty big checkup, but at the same time, I guess you should always be on your toes, which completely undoes what I did 10 seconds later and ran right into the back of the 37. Derek, if you're watching this, I am so extremely sorry if I didn't apologize already enough times. In my brain, I saw red, white, and blue as I was trying to uncheck all my stuff to come back down pit road. And that red, white, and blue kind of triggered the pace car in my mind. So I'm like, oh, it's just a pace car. I can just clip through that. Well, I don't know why my brain thought pace car when I'm at the back of the field. So I kind of ran right to the back of them and then got all the damage fixed. It was a solid 18 minutes off the pace. Around 13 to go, we kind of found our sweet spot on the high side. Passed like 10 cars, and then with 10 to go, we got passed by 10 cars. So we just ended back up in 17th.
Well, I mean, it sounds like a very eventful evening that ended with something on a positive note. You weren't a lap down, and there were guys that were.
Right. I mean, both of my teammates were assassinated tonight, so it's not very ideal, but hopefully we can bounce back next week at Iowa.
Well, we hope to look forward and see it. I do believe you still finished ahead of our driver that did turn you, so you got that going.
I did. That's a plus.
He was a modified after lap 1, so I'm not really surprised.
For a solid 30 laps, so I was driving half of a race car, so I don't think he
had
much of an advantage over me.
We always love hearing from you and how much you enjoy AJ and his flubs. Yeah.
AJ,
anybody
please.
got any questions for Mr. Ass on the Wall?
No, but I am very upset at myself now.
Ah.
Why?
Please,
Because you gotta go to sensitivity training?
No, because two old Jesus crud. Two grandmas watch the stream. And I know if my grandmother was watching it, I'd be getting on my peen right now.
And you just called them both old.
Well,
Well, Fry, they are grandmas. I mean, isn't that kind of implied at that point?
Yeah, but you don't call them old.
I mean, compared to me, they're old. Let's be honest.
They're vintage. You don't call them old.
Vintage.
It's not old wine. It's vintage wine.
I think Fry's making a pitch for the cookies. I'm just saying.
The guys that used to broadcast this league before you, they called them geriatric. So I think old might be a bit of a compliment.
Well, then I think veteran or vintage just wins everybody over. So we're good.
I think Fry's making a pitch for the cookies, but that's just my opinion.
I'm so much in trouble. It's not even funny.
AJ, please educate me. What ends in uck and starts with F?
Probably fire truck.
Okay, good. That's what I thought. Let's keep that in mind.
Football.
What?
I got kicked out of. I got ejected from a baseball game one time for using that F word, and my coach told me, "You always just tell him my mom makes really good fudge." Didn't make any sense to me.
All right, we're closing up shop, everybody. Tonight it was the Gator State 100 from Homestead-Miami Speedway. The race was won by Lee Krause, followed by Devin Smith and Dustin Dean. Next week, same time, same place. We're at Iowa. It's going to be interesting. I sure the heck hope so. See you later,
bring
everybody.
the pot. I'll bring the corn cob holders.
From Mortar to Hogwarts to Gotham, The nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.